Hello and welcome to Teleislas News with the most important news of the day. In the morning hours, a conflagration was recorded inside of one of the houses in the battalion facilities located in the Cove Seaside sector. According to information provided by the San Andres Fire Command, the outrage was controlled and left no injuries. Meanwhile, the corresponding work is being done to determine the causes of the fire, about which greater details are expected to be provided during the afternoon. As we continue with other news, 1 year has passed since the transition of the Clarence Lee Newbold Hospital from IPS to Social State Enterprise. Today, authorities attend an Eucharist to commemorate this milestone, which is one of the flagship projects of the current administration.
Hello, Lisa and all the TV viewers. I say hello from here, from the hospital of our department, because today they comply 1 year from them past to be a state social enterprise. This morning they make a church to commemorate this day, a church where the Secretary of Health assists in name of the departmental government. We talked to the manager of the ASM, Maria Claudia Bracho, who told us a little bit about the events that they're going to have to commemorate this important day.
Esta semana, porque no es solo el día de hoy, vamos a estar así.
This week we will be doing academic activities to strengthen people's skills so they can provide a better service to all users. These trainings are geared towards strengthening personal skills, teamwork, and service, which will allow them to strengthen their abilities and, above all, feel good about what they are doing.
On the main challenges presented by this G&G manager stated.
Ha sido un año de trabajo duro, ha sido un año duro porque en medio de la pandemia ha tocado trabajar.
It has been a year of hard work. We had to deal with the pandemic. All the staff left their families at home to come to provide health care to the people who needed it most. It has been a constant work in invoicing, because it is no secret that at the beginning there were problems with the information service, so the invoicing issue had to be worked on quite hard to charge for the services we were offering.
These events will take place until Friday, where they were finished with a cultural day. This is all information I report from here from the departmental hospital. Continue Lisa in studio with more information.
Thank you, Alice. And around 8 a.m., waste collection began in the critical points of the island.
Special solid waste, such as refrigerators, washing machines, televisions, stoves, among other white-line goods, are being collected today by a company contracted by the departmental government in order to solve the problem that plagues the island of San Andres with the accumulation of waste in different critical points. The Secretary of Public Utilities and Environment, in dialogue with Teleislas News, explained the importance of the beginning of these waste collection days.
Formamos a la comunidad.
We informed the community that we have started with the collection of special solid waste. The contract was awarded to a contractor with all the experience both in the department and nationally. The invitation is for the whole community to be aware. Let's be more conscious about the management we are giving to this waste. The government of the archipelago is planning to carry out awareness-raising campaigns. This will be a hard work for which we expect collaboration. It is also important to inform that this is a work that we have been doing together with the Environmental Corporation Coralina. We are totally committed to cleaning up the archipelago.
The Secretary emphasized that the departmental administration will seek to educate the community not to throw waste anywhere, as this becomes a focus of infection and insect proliferation.
Now, many minutes ago, it was announced the appointment of a new commander for Region Number 1, composed of 4 departments, among which the archipelago stands out. Here is the news.
It was announced that Brigadier General Carlo Humberto Rojas was appointed as commander of Region Number 1, composed by the Department of San Andres, Cundinamarca, Boyacá, and Amazonas, who would have the task of strengthening the actions of the National Police in each of these sites in the country. Among its activities is to reduce the criminal actions that have been occurring in these departments. So far, it has not been announced when the Brigadier General will arrive on the island to hold a conversation with the current commander of the department, Maria Elena Gomez Mendez. Teleislas News remains attentive to the development of this news event and the action that the National Police will take in the coming days.
And the Minister of Health reiterates the responsibility of parents with the vaccination of minors.
2 weeks ago, face-to-face classes began in the country. This makes attendance to classrooms at the different institutions mandatory. For this reason, the Minister of Health and Social Protection emphasized that parents should be more responsible with the vaccination of their children.
Hacemos un llamado a todos los.
We call on all parents of young children between the ages of 3 and 17 years old in Colombia to vaccinate their children. At this moment, there are vaccines available. We have in stock more than 4,200 vaccines exclusively for children from 3 to 11 years old, and we also have for children from 12 to 17 years old.
According to the minister, about 3 million have not even applied the first dose, and about 5 million children have yet to apply the second dose. The idea is that parents get motivated to take their children to the vaccination posts.
And at this time, we continue with a report on the COVID-19 situation in the department.
As of today, the department has had a total of 9,849 infections since the beginning of the pandemic. Currently, 23 cases are active and 9,647 cases have been recovered. ICU occupancy is at 25%, positive cases are at 17.7%, and fatality cases are at 1.54%. 152 people have died from the virus in the department. The gender most affected is female with 5,323 cases and male with 4,526 cases.
Now we continue with all the sport news with Victor Fosalva.
Hello, here are the best sports of the islands. With the help of the departmental government, the baseball seasons began in different categories. This season began in the different minor categories in which children from 8 to 10, 14 and 16 years old from the different baseball clubs of the island participate. More than 82 games will be played during this season, and the champion of these categories will be selected. This tournament will help in the recruitment of the selected teams that will represent the archipelago in different national tournaments. The president of the Baseball League, Antonio de Armas, told us more detail.
For this year, we have, with the help of the department government, we have the program to start the development of baseball in all different categories, starting from 8 years up to mayores. To the major one is up to 22 years. We start here this tournament with children that we start yesterday, children 8, 9, and 10 years. This start is to take out a selection from here, and afterward to make some intercambio with Providence to take out a real selection of the department.
How good to see again the reactivation of baseball, integrating parents and fans who support the sport of baseball. And on the other side, a great final of the Enterprise softball was carried on in the Eugenio Archibald Stadium. This softball tournament fulfilled the expectations of the players who participated and the spectators who loved the softball sport. A nice game that went to extra inning was played by the Soseje and the Poder Judicial teams that ended with a win for Soseje, thus earning a place in the final against the Aquarium team this coming weekend. We spoke with Maximiliano Newbal, manager of Poder Judicial.
This game has been very interesting anyway because we had two double headers, as we just call it. We had 2 games this morning. The first game where we lost, Teleislas lose before us, Soseje. But at this moment, we are fighting the second game to probably Saturday define who is going to play the final with Aquarium, who is resting already. Nevertheless, we need to win this game because we are depending on this game so that we can play Saturday. If we lose here, well, there's no more Saturday for us. Really, it has been very interesting because, as you said before, it's not only the players come here, you have people coming from all places because from all different sections of the island, because at this moment we have an enterprise, and so after 2 years of having been locked in through the COVID-19 pandemic, then it's very interesting to see that even not only the players but the people can come and have a nice time, a nice evening here.
And this is all in sports for the moment. I am Victor Fusalba, Teleislas News.
And with sport news, we reach to the end of our broadcast. See you tonight at 8 p.m. with more Teleislas News. Good afternoon.